what has happened to JB dragmotoxboss? I could definitely tell you that I am not the same. I've definitely changed. And I'm coming to realize this more and more now than ever before. That I'm changed. And I could tell you why. Well, I'll briefly go over it because I already talked about it in a past video. I'm busier. I'll sum it up. I'm busier. And I lost motivation. The two things that were keeping me alive as classic JB dragmotoxboss on YouTube were the fact that I had lots of motivation for this game, lots of motivation to stream, whatever, and the time to do so. Now that those have both been stripped away, all you really got left is just videos that aren't even edited that much, but you still got something. And I might even do a stream, I don't know. But for now, let's talk about the cherry pie in Lumber Tycoon 2. Now, I have to say, this item, there is only 4 on the shelf at a time. Prior years, there were more on the shelf at a time. Okay, whatever. You take what you can get. You take what you could get. I honestly don't even care. I honestly don't, I care less because I'm less into stock up season. But I really love the crimson box on this, how it's different from the box on the last 2 pies. It makes it very unique, in my opinion. And I feel like this pie is a little lazy because there's not a texture for the bottom of it. And, well, we all know that Default 2 has also lost motivation for this game as well, and he's the owner of the game. Literally the last 2 years is the bottom of the pie shown. This year, there's only the top on both sides. Now, I know tactically other people design this stuff for him, and then he decides what gets uploaded. But I feel like he may have a key role to play, possibly. I don't know. I can't be 100% wrong. But his demotivation for the game definitely looks like it shows for this update, because there's only 3 items instead of 5.
Subscribe to JB dragmotoxboss for millions of IQ. Also be sure to join my Discord server, JB's Palace!
But I don't care that there's only 3 items. I'm happy that there's only 3 items, actually, because 5 was a little too ridiculous. 5 was too much for just a week's time. And I would even make the statement back when I was majorly interested in stocking up. If you want to put 5 or more items, you got to give more time. That's what you got to do. But I'm very happy to see this type of item being brought back into the game, all right? This variant for the 3rd year in a row. I love stocking up on the pie variant, the pie class of items, the pie type, all right? I love stocking up on every single variant of the pie. It's very fun. It's just shaped differently, so it gives you a different and a unique stocking up experience, all right? Now, for cost-wise, yeah, these suck in cost-wise. The other 2, the prior 2 years, I forget exactly what they cost, but they definitely cost less than these freaking pies over here. I think they cost like 1,000 lumber bucks. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, wait, no, I'm remembering now. One of them costs like 700 or 800. I think they both cost 700 and 800. And now we have these costing so much more. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I'm assuming that these can cook into the volcano. I mean, why wouldn't they? The other variants of this item were cookable. Are cookable. Not were, are cookable. All right. Also, I'm probably releasing this before Thanksgiving. I released the first video of these new items probably in the middle of the day on November 27th. This is probably coming out later in the day. And the last video of this will come out on Thanksgiving itself. Now, I actually am getting a little bit more into stock up season. I'm not entirely sure if I would have the motivation to do a whole live stream on this. But, you know, the way my brain operates is that, like, once I realize I want to do something and I realize that I spent a bunch of time not doing it, I get really upset that I've wasted all that time not doing it. And hopefully that doesn't happen for me. But it's starting to happen a little bit. I'm starting to think, man, I was literally here Monday, November 26th. I could have at least, no, Monday, November 25th, that night. I could have stocked up that night on a stream. I literally could have. But the thing is that when it comes to these items, going on to a base with just infinite money and just like a base that has no meaning to me, I really just stopped caring. Like, it's just like, yeah, that's too much. Like, imagine if I was on that empty base and I'm stocking up on these items, getting as many as possible. I mean, before it appealed to me because of how cool and colorful the items look and how rare they are and how they take money to buy and all that other stuff. And how they respawn when you buy them on the shelf, but only for when they're in the game on the shelves. That, of course, does appeal to me. It just, in general, feels a lot better to just put these items on a base that has meaning to me. And in a future video that I did not release just yet, I do have future plans. I'm actually not going to spoil them. Yes, the video was actually recorded on November 13th when I was getting Halloween items. I will properly warn you about that so you don't get confused when you watch the video and when it will be posted. It'll probably be posted in freaking December, which will be kind of wacky. But I do have a video coming out in the near future. Whenever I pump it out, hopefully I push myself to get these videos out about just the future of just what I'm going to be doing with these talking videos. And there is still a future. And I still have motivation to do these. Like, literally, once I sit down and actually do them, they're fun. I love sitting down and talking to an audience. And then uploading it to YouTube and then watching it back and just seeing, oh, wow, here it is. And then people actually enjoying that. When I posted that video, that first video where I stocked up on Halloween items on November 13th, people were like, thank you for posting this. So I also need to just remember that people love these uploads. We have a talking fan that really loves these videos too, Hayden Jack. He loves watching these videos. So, you know, if more than just these Thanksgiving videos get pumped out, then he's going to be super excited. The thing is about stocking up. The want to get as many as possible is not there anymore. But the appeal of how colorful and cool the item looks has not completely faded away. Like, I'm just looking at this, I'm like, yeah, I got a Thanksgiving item here. But I'll definitely tell you something, the appeal has definitely increased back then. I remember back in 2020 when I first started stocking up on these items. And I think the fact that it was harder to stock up on the items kept me more interested. Because when you have too much of something, even spending time with your romantic partner, if you have one, you get sick of it. For a romantic partner, or like a friend, or like a person, whatever, that type of relationship, like a friend or a girlfriend, a boyfriend, whatever, eventually you'll get sick of them, but then you just need time to recharge, and then you'll be ready for them again. But when it comes to like a thing, like stocking up, like an item, like a food item at a fast food place, whatever, too much of it at once, you'll get sick of it. So I do believe that if Defaultio did not make it easier getting the items with adding the instant item respawn onto the shelves feature and the buy multiple items that are on the counter at once feature, which completely sped up the process of stocking up in Lumber Tycoon 2, then I'll bet that I would still be interested in stocking up, because it was harder back then. You basically gathered less of the items. Now you could get them lickety split at this rate. But back then they were harder to get. So the fact that you could get them lickety split, yes, that did appeal to me back then, but coming to think of it, I really do wish that it was a little harder. But it's what it is. Although at the same time, I do like it that it's easier because you could just, you know, grab a bunch of items while you're doing a quick video like I am doing right now. Yeah, just things have definitely changed. My childhood is just drained out. It's gone. And I would like to talk more in detail about that in the next video, all right? I still have the croissant bags to stock up on over here, all right? But before we end this video, I do need to keep my promise and talk about this more. Old JB Drag Motocross Boss is gone. The old guy you used to know that would yell, and at one point I even made a bunch of single jokes about myself, which, by the way, it's really not healthy to do that, even if you're laughing along with it. It really is sad to do that. Just like the live streaming all the time, the oh my goodness, I'm gonna stock up, this is so much fun. It's just dwindled away, and now you have this. At least you have this deep talking JB that's here. I mean, people do enjoy my talking videos, but there are multiple sides to JB Drag Motocross Boss. You know, one of them being the deep talking, which is probably always going to be here. But also, well, most likely, 99% going to be here, because I do like talking about my feelings, you know. It's like almost like venting, but not like full-on venting. Not full-on venting that you would do to your closest friends. But another side, the yelling, the hype guy, I mean, it's still there, but it is majorly gone away. I've gotten older. I've gotten sick of acting like that. I mean, I still feel like that, but after a while, it just gets tiring. After a while, it just gets boring. So I definitely do feel like I've changed. And I do apologize to everyone who misses the old JB, but, you know, there's only one thing I could say. Everybody changes with time. Everybody changes. And I never knew that the end of 2024 I'd be acting like this. I thought it would be at least till maybe 2025, but no, we're still in 2024 and I'm acting like this. Yeah, times are changing. And it happens to everybody. It's normal. It's healthy. It's completely fine. It's a little sad, but everybody has to accept that everybody changes. Everybody eventually changes. As long as it's not something serious like if, you know, you have a romantic partner and they stop treating you like they used to at the beginning of the relationship, aka they don't treat you as well as they did treat you at the beginning of the relationship, now that's a problem. Or like a friend stops being a friendly friend, stops spending time with you, or spending as much time with you. A parent stops caring, or cares less. Now that's bad, but I'm saying just like in personality, that's fine if that changes over time. It happens. It happens. Sadly.